A little
As a
bit.
filmmaker, I would hope so.
Usually I'm on the other side, though. So
Oh.
not too familiar with it. Cool. Looks like an FX3, maybe an FX30.
That's our moment. Let's go.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to Film Invasion LA.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
We're happy to have you. Tell me your name and the name of the project you worked on.
My name is Drew Lewis Guerra. I'm the writer-director of The Last Light.
The Last Light. All right.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about the film.
The film is sort of this existential story about two characters dealing with the end of the world, and kind of rather than like this, highly action-packed, panic-stricken story, it's more of like a poetic coming to terms with what's ends up being their fate.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I did watch the film. It's
Oh,
very
great.
entertaining.
Awesome.
Very liked
Thank
it.
you so much.
What inspired you to write it?
Good question. So I was reading a book written by Jim Carrey called Memories and Misinformation. And I don't know if you remember, but there was like this story in 2018 where the residents of Hawaii received this text message that was basically like, ballistic missile inbound, seek shelter. So for 30 minutes, the residents or the people that were there thought that they were going to die. And he happened to be there, so he wrote a book about it. And I was like, wow, this is really interesting. Like, what would I do if that happened? Like, sort of like what conversations would come up and who would I call? And so that was kind of the inspiration.
Okay, so that leads me to my question about the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like a little bit open-ended. I'm like, was this misinformation? Or
Yeah.
was the world, did you mean it to be like open-ended? Like
Totally.
open for interpretation?
Totally. Yeah. No, I'm glad that you took that because, we played around with a few different types of endings, like ones where like we saw more of the cloud that was coming towards them, or we heard sound effects, and ultimately I think we landed in a good place where it was a little bit ambiguous.
Yeah.
Because I think like the best films sort of like leave questions instead of like making statements.
And then you can also come up with your own
Yeah.
conclusion. If you wanted it to be the end of the world, then
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Or it's like, they're gonna be fine and everything's okay. And so I think like the big important thing that I wanted the audience to take away is sort of just like having that conversation and sort of like talking to each other afterwards and asking these kinds of questions like, did they die or are they gonna be okay?
who would you call? Or what
Right.
would you do? Or what
Right.
would you say? Especially if it was like a short period of time, like 30 minutes. You
Yeah.
don't have that much time.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the most difficult part about filming?
I guess the most difficult part would have been since the last scene takes place during magic hour and we shot it all practically, like filming a long scene across a sunset meant that we had to sort of like block it out over 3 days and sort of like hope that the weather cooperated and just cross our fingers that the film gods were nice to us, which they ended up being. So that was probably the hardest part, I would say.
Nice. So what can we expect from you next?
So I'm trying to get a feature off the ground that a friend of mine wrote to direct that hopefully next year. I'm kind of hoping that this is my 10th and final short film. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I made my first one when I was like 15. So now I've like made a feature length's worth of short films.
You could just put them all together.
I think maybe only the last 4 were like actually worth watching. The first ones in high school were like rough.
You got everybody's first.
Yeah, true. I got them out of the way early.
Nobody like makes their first short film. And they're like, that was a Scorsese.
Yeah, true. Unless you're like, Christopher Nolan or Wes Anderson or something.
Hey, I'm sure their first shorts were chocolate too.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's be real.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing more stuff from you in the future.
Thank you so much.
Submit it to us.
Oh, we will. Yeah. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Cool.
Some shots of you on the red carpet as well.